Wednesday, May 6th. Anthropic had two announcements today, and they're connected. The Engine, 3 new capability features for Claude Managed Agents. Dreaming, Outcomes, Multi-Agent Orchestration. And the Fuel, a compute deal with SpaceX. 220,000 Nvidia GPUs, doubled Claude Code rate limits. Plus, Brockman closed 2 days on the stand in Oakland. Let's begin. Anthropic just shipped the Engine under yesterday's catalog. 3 new capability features for Claude Managed Agents. Dreaming, Outcomes, Multi-Agent Orchestration, announced today on the keynote stage. Yesterday was the 10 vertical agents: pitchbooks, earnings, KYC, close, claims. Today is what makes those agents get better, score themselves, and split into specialist swarms. First feature, Dreaming, a scheduled process. Between sessions, an agent reviews past work and memory, extracts patterns, restructures what it stores. It identifies recurring mistakes. It identifies preferred workflows across team agents. It curates memory to keep the high-signal stuff. Anthropic's own words, quote, "Together, memory and dreaming form a robust memory system for self-improving agents," end quote. Research preview, access by request. Second feature, Outcomes. The developer defines a success rubric. A separate grader model scores the agent's output against the criteria. The agent self-corrects without a human in the loop. Anthropic's framing, agents do their best work when they know what good looks like. Now the numbers. Plus 10 points task success over standard prompting. Plus 8.4% on docx file generation. Plus 10.1% on pptx file generation. Same model, no fine-tune, just a grader in the loop. Third feature, multi-agent orchestration. A lead agent decomposes a task and delegates to specialist subagents. Each subagent has its own model, its own prompt, its own tools. Specialists work in parallel on a shared file system. Full traceability in Claude console. Which subagent ran which step, in what order, with what tools. This is the runtime that the 10 vertical agents from yesterday actually run on. Plus webhooks for task completion alerts. Plus a 2-tier memory system. Real-time capture during work, Dreaming refines it between sessions. Outcomes, multi-agent, and memory are public beta today. Dreaming is research preview, request access. Live in production already, Harvey on legal documentation. Netflix's platform team for log analysis across thousands of applications. Spiral by Every running multi-agent in their writing API. Wisedocs reports 50% faster document reviews. That's the proof. That's the engine. Now, the fuel. Anthropic just signed a compute deal big enough to double your Claude Code rate limits, and the partner is going to surprise you.
Same keynote. Second announcement, Anthropic signed a compute deal with SpaceX. Full capacity of Colossus 1, the data center in Memphis, Tennessee. 300 megawatts, 220,000 Nvidia GPUs. Available within the month. The user-facing beat. Claude Code 5-hour rate limits doubled. For Pro, Max, Team, and seat-based enterprise. Peak hours throttle removed for Pro and Max accounts. API rate limits for Claude Opus raised. The single biggest user complaint since Claude Code limits became a thing, addressed. The future tense beat. Anthropic and SpaceX are exploring orbital data centers, multiple gigawatts of AI compute capacity in space. Not a contract, exploratory line in the same announcement. But it's the first time a frontier lab has put orbital data centers in a product blog post. Read that sentence again. One quick aside before we leave Anthropic. Colossus 1 was built by xAI, Musk's AI company. Musk's compute, now powering Anthropic. While Musk himself is in federal court suing OpenAI, Anthropic's biggest competitor. Same news cycle. Speaking of that trial, Brockman closed 2 days on the stand today.
Day 7 of Musk versus Altman. Greg Brockman closed 2 days of testimony today, and the disclosure of the day was a counterpunch. Brockman testified that Musk had several OpenAI employees doing months of unpaid work for Tesla back in 2017, specifically on the autopilot self-driving overhaul. Framed by OpenAI's defense as evidence Musk was using the nonprofit as a personal resource pool, not the other way around. First counter-disclosure of the trial. Brockman also put a number on the stand. OpenAI will spend roughly $50 billion on compute in 2026. First concrete spend figure from leadership. Carry forward from yesterday.
Brockman's stake in OpenAI worth nearly $30 billion. Sam Altman testifies the week of May 11th, 3 working days from now. Calendar pin, same as yesterday, 2 weeks out now. Tuesday, May 20th. Nvidia prints March quarter earnings. Last Mag 7 to report. Consensus is plus 118% on EPS, plus 79 on revenue. Google I/O Day 2. Keynotes wrap, new Gemini expected. And Meta's 8,000 layoffs take effect. 1 Tuesday, 3 Mag 7 flashpoints.
Pentagon Anthropic. No formal movement today. White House guidance to onboard Mythos still being drafted. NSA using it. Trump still says a deal is, quote, possible, end quote. But notice the side door. SpaceX was one of the 8 vendors the Pentagon cleared on May 1st. Anthropic was the lab they excluded. Today, Anthropic just bought compute through SpaceX. Direct door, closed. Side door, open. Wednesday, May 6th. Anthropic shipped the engine and the fuel. Dreaming, outcomes, multi-agent orchestration, and a SpaceX deal. 220,000 GPUs at Colossus 1, doubled Claude Code rate limits. Brockman closed 2 days on the stand. Tesla unpaid work disclosure was the counterpunch. $50 billion in compute spend the stat. Pentagon door still closed direct. Side door now open through SpaceX. Altman testifies week of May 11th. See you tomorrow.